Günaydın. Erkendesin dostum. 9.
Coming now as well. So today's lesson is about entertainment, and I have a question for you both to answer while we wait for the other student. And that is simply, what movies or TV shows did you love as a kid? What did you like to watch when you were a child?
I like watch Disney.
Disney, yeah, Disney is very popular. Yeah. How about you, Arthur? What did you used to like to watch?
I haven't seen a lot of movie or TV drama as a kid, but recently I have seen a TV. Its name called House of Cards. It's an American TV drama. I have seen all of them, 6 seasons, but the last season is it's very bad. I think it's a bad ending.
Oh no!
Happy.
Oh dear! After watching 6 whole seasons and five good seasons, and then the last one didn't.
Yeah, the last one is
match
not
up.
good enough, I think.
Oh, that's too bad. That's annoying when you spend so much time watching for years watching the other seasons, and then the ending is not so satisfactory.
I'm going to see another movies or another TV drama, but I haven't found a good one that's worse.
And it's very good.
Very good. Yes.
Yes.
I very like his character. It's very good.
Good. So, hello, Ekrem. How are you?
Hello, teacher. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Welcome to today's lesson.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here. So welcome everyone. Everybody is here now, and I think the first thing we should do is introduce ourselves so we know who's here. So we have a few questions to answer. What's your name and how do you pronounce it? Where are you from, including what part of the country you're from? What do you do? And how long have you used Cambly? So Arthur, you were the first to connect this morning, or for me it's morning, for you it's probably afternoon or evening.
Okay.
Would you like to go first to introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm fine. About the first question, my name is Arthur and Wendy, and I don't know how pronounce your name. And the middle and Earth. You can call me Arthur. And I come from China. I'm a salesperson in a bank. I just graduated from this year, and I found a job nearly my university. So how long about the last quick question? How long have you used the Cambly? Well, that's a good question for me because I learned this app from the others, from the general app in China. His name is called Bilibili, and then and he's in front of them. And I made and I today is the first day I use the Cambly.
And this is your first. Well, welcome to Cambly. In that case, it's good to have you here, Arthur.
Thank you, Josie. Thank you. This is my first time.
So I hope you're going to enjoy the lesson, and I hope you come back for more as well in the future.
Okay.
But welcome.
Let's see.
Welcome.
I hope
yeah,
so.
let's see how it goes. But you're welcome and very nice to meet you, Arthur. Whereabouts in China are you from? What part of China are you from?
Well, I'm come from the south part of China.
Yes, from the south of China. Good. Well, it's good to have you here today, Arthur. I hope you enjoy the lesson. And
okay, thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. Wendy, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Wendy, and I come from China too. I'm a student in university. I have used Cambly for 1 month.
Great, good. Nice to meet you too, Wendy. Welcome to today's lesson. What are you studying in university?
I study administrative management.
Administrative management. Good, good, good. I hope it's going well
Good.
so far. Yes, good.
Yeah,
So
good.
I hope you enjoy the lesson with us today as well.
Okay.
And Ekrem, would you like to tell us about yourself, please?
Okay. My name is Ekrem. People call me Eko in Turkey. I am from
Okay.
Turkey and Istanbul. Is very nice place here. My job is data analyst. I graduated in statistics 2001. I worked in a bank, like the other companies, telecommunication, Vodafone, maybe you know. How long have you used Cambly? This is my second year, and this is our first class with you.
Good. Nice to meet you, Ekrem. Welcome to today's lesson, and I hope
Thank
you've
you.
been enjoying Cambly so far, and that this will be a good experience as well today. So you work for a bank, and so does Arthur, although you do different jobs. Then
Uh,
you're both like you're working in
I
technology,
am.
and Arthur
I
is in
worked
sales.
in a bank, but I work is constructions company now.
Sorry, you
Uh,
changed. Okay.
Irish. I did work, not now, for a bank.
Yeah,
Mhm,
in the past.
mhm.
Great. Good. Well, nice to see you today, Ekrem. I hope the
Thank
lesson
you,
will be
teacher.
enjoyable for you. That just leaves me. So let me introduce myself to you. My name is Joyce. That's how you pronounce it, Joyce. I'm from Glasgow in Scotland, in the UK, although I mostly live in Mexico, but now I'm in Scotland at the moment. I'm a tutor on Cambly. Before Cambly, I used to work in travel for a long time in different places around the world. But since the pandemic, when people couldn't travel, I started learning about teaching English. And now I've been on Cambly for about 2.5 years, both with individual lessons and also group lessons like we have today, where a few students come together to practice conversation. And I like helping people to improve their English, to feel more confident and more comfortable speaking English. But I also like learning about different places, different cultures. So every day I learn something new on Cambly as well. And I think we can all help each other to learn today. So welcome again to everyone. Today's lesson is about entertainment, but before we start to talk about entertainment, let's break the ice and take turns saying two things about your week. So think back over the last week or so. You can ask each other questions about things you want to know more about as well. But we have two things to share. One, a peak, which is like the top of the mountain. So a high point from the week, something good that happened to you or something that you did that you enjoyed or that
Şimdi duyabiliyor
went well.
musunuz?
And a valley, which is the low point from the week. Something not so good that happened or that you did or that you got annoyed about this week.
Ses
So have a think
ses
just for a moment or
geliyor
two,
olması
just
lazım.
back over your daily activities over the last week or two. And as soon as one of you has something you would like to share with us, you could be the first to start with this.
Okay. So, what's the order? Is it me first or
If you have
Wendy or-
if you're ready, if you have something to share, Arthur, you can go first. Whoever is ready first can be the first.
Okay, Josie. Let me see.
Okay. Just think for a moment. We also have the chat box here, which we can use. If there's something you want to say, but you're not sure how to say it in English, you can write it in your language there and we can translate it and then learn the vocabulary. Also, if you have any questions at any time, please ask, or anything that's not clear, please say, so we can make sure everything is clear as possible, because this is your lesson. It's your chance to practice conversation. So please make the most of it. Don't be afraid to speak,
Okay.
to say, because that from what you're saying, and you also gain confidence the more you try. So lots of speaking, lots of listening, lots of taking part, and I'm sure we'll have a good conversation and learn some English today.
Okay. Wendy, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
So have you meet a lucky things in your last weekend, in your last week?
Last week. Mm, I have finished my internship last week.
Internship. Okay, so which grade do you are you in? Which grade are you in?
Second grade.
Second. So you are a sophomore in a university, right?
Yes.
That's great. Okay. Let me ask Aiko. So Aiko, hey, nice to meet you. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So um,
What was your last
do you
question?
do you have any valid, right? A valid things, a low point from the week, right? A valid things from the last week.
A valley counts. I came from the other city. Uh, my city is Sakarya, 200 kilometers from here, and I am now in Istanbul because I changed my work, and next week I will start in office. This is
Oh, I'm
Count
sorry.
Valley. Mhm.
Your voice a little lower, so I didn't
Okay.
hear you clearly.
I now can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Can you speak slowly, right?
Okay. I said this week I moved from Sakarya city
Ah,
to
ah,
Istanbul city.
ah,
This is 200 kilometers from there, and
ah.
I'll start a new job next week. And
Oh,
last 2 years I worked from home until now.
ah.
Okay, this is a little change for me. Is
Okay,
it
yes,
a
it
valley,
is. I see.
teacher? Is it a valley, right?
For the jobs for the job change, it
Mm,
is important for our life, right?
So you're just new to Istanbul then,
no,
Echo?
I
No?
was born in Istanbul, but
Ah.
I moved 4 years ago with my
Mm-hmm.
parents, the
Mm-hmm.
other city, and I am happy to hear because Istanbul is my marvelous city,
Mm-hmm.
dream city.
Yes. So you're happy to be back
Thank
in
you.
Istanbul. Good.
Okay.
That's good. So who would like to share a peak or a valley from their week?
Yes, thank you, Aiko and Wendy, sharing your thoughts.
Thank you, Arthur.
Thank you.
So Wendy and Aiko, you can ask me some questions if you're interested.
Uh,
So
you
as
said you have
go on,
graduated
Wendy.
from the university. Are you the postgraduate student?
Now I'm a bachelor. I'm a bachelor.
Oh, okay. I have
Yes,
no
but
question.
okay, okay.
Okay. So does anybody have a peak or a valley from the week that you would like to share with us? Something good that happened this week or something not so good that happened this week?
Okay, I think I can.
Okay,
a
go on,
peak
Arthur.
sense in the a peak sense for last week that I account is I make the presentation in front of my leader. I think it's a peak sense in my career yes. I'm very exciting and passionate about this thing. I prepared a long times and practice more times to do that things and I come um I completely that things excitement. I think it's very good. It's it's the things that happen. Yeah, it's a big thing that is the last week. But value things is that I'm alone and I feel lonely in the last weekend because my hometown is far from the where I worked. My parents and my sister, my brother, all of them from uh, far from me. Rent a house nearly my uh, nearly where I worked, and then and I haven't things to do. I only have my job, and the Cambly, right? And the Cambly, I can speak with all of with teacher, with students, right? But most of the times I'm boring, so I feel loneliness, right?
So
So
you mean,
this is a value I think for me.
yeah, you mean most of the time you're bored.
Yes, bored,
You're bored.
bored.
Bored, yes.
Oh,
The
oh, thank
situation
you.
is boring, but the person is bored. So,
Oh,
like you could
okay.
say,
We
you
Bored.
could
can
say,
How do you
say
oh,
I
spell
can
it,
I
Josie?
can
How do you
we can't
spell it?
say I am boring. It's the
no. Well, you can, but it means something different. It means
they
something different.
they can
It,
they can say you are boring, but it's maybe
Uh,
humiliation.
yeah,
boring. Boring is adjective, right?
boring,
Bored.
boring, boring. They're both adjectives, but boring is what we use to describe something else. So, if you're bored, it's the way you feel. Say, oh, I'm very bored. I have nothing to
Oh,
do. So,
I got it. Thank you, Josie. And I have another question. How spell it this word bored?
so
How
bored. Sorry, what was the question, Arthur?
oh, bored. Oh, okay. I have seen this
So,
word.
yeah. So if you say that you are boring, it means that you make other people bored. Does that make
Okay.
sense? So we don't like to say that we are boring, but we say that, oh, this
Okay.
book is very boring. I want to sleep, or my job is very boring. It's nothing exciting
Okay.
happens. But but
Okay,
as
I
a
got
person,
you. Thank you.
the feeling the feeling is bored. You say, oh, I'm so bored. I have nothing to do today.
Oh, okay, okay. Next time
Did,
I
did,
will say
did,
I feel so bored. Bored,
yes,
not boring,
yes,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it. When it's ing at the end, it describes the situation that you're in, and when it's ed at the end, it describes how the person feels, like that. So good. Thank you for mentioning that, so that we could talk about that just now. So I think let's move on to talk about entertainment, which is our topic for today's lesson. And what we do here is that we'll each student can think of a topic that you would like to talk about, and we'll go in turn so that everyone has a chance to choose a topic. These are some ideas that might help you to get started to think of a topic, but you might think of something that's not on the list, which is fine also, as long as it's related with entertainment. So here are the ideas that they're giving us here. It could be a new movie, might even be an old movie, a news story about a celebrity, a popular television show or a series, foreign versus domestic TV and movies, how popular is celebrity news, changes in media from streaming, or anything else. So anything at all to do with entertainment, which covers movies and music and books and theatre and television and streaming, videos, video games, board games, dance, anything that we call entertainment, we can cover in this lesson. Entertainment news, which is going on. There's a lot of strikes at the moment, for example, in the US. So anything at all to do with entertainment that you would like to talk about, this is your chance to do so. And each of you will be able to choose a topic that you will start to talk about. Then the others can maybe ask questions or maybe give their opinion. If you're talking about a movie that they've seen, they might want to say what they thought about it, or they might want to ask questions about it if it's one they're interested in. And once we finish talking about the first topic, then we'll move on to the next student for their topic, and then finally the third one. After that, we have other slides with other activities that we can also use if we still have time. So there's plenty to talk about today, I'm sure, in the lesson to get plenty of conversation practice. So just think for a moment about what you'd like to choose when it's your turn. And again, anybody can start as long as whoever has thought of a topic that you'd like to start with, let me know, and we can make that the first one, and then we'll take it from there so everyone has the opportunity to choose a topic. So who would like to choose a topic first?
Anything else? I can be first one if you want.
Yes, Akram, that sounds good. Yes, please.
I like fighting video games, and maybe Arthur knows the Street Fighter 6. This game.
Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter. The last one is 6, and it's a new game. It's Street Fighter 6 released last month. Arthur, do you know Street Fighter 6 video games? Arthur? Can you hear me?
The internet has some problems, but I can hear you.
Okay. In China, it's a very big population of Street Fighters fan. Do you know Street Fighter video games? You don't interest, I think.
I don't know.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
No.
Teacher, do you know Street Fighter video games?
Not really. I know the name Street Fighter.
Oh,
Okay.
I know this movie, Street Fighter 6, right?
Street Fighter 6 and China have big rivals in Street Fighter community.
Oh, it's a computer game, right?
Computer game, yes. PlayStation Lite.
I don't know much about this game, but
Okay.
I haven't.
No problem.
Hear this game from
Okay.
others.
Mhm.
I think it's a very popular game.
Popular game, yes. And in my country, Turkey, there are huge Street Fighter fans, and the player is very master, the hype. And I am one of them, the best player in Street Fighter.
That's why. How great
This
you
is
are!
a challenge. This is a challenge. Maybe you have a Street Fighter master friend in China.
Okay, if I had a chance, okay, I will turn on this game and fight for you, fight with you, okay.
And I say the last my peak I mentioned last week I took a job offer and I accepted. That's why I am in Istanbul. I applied this job last year, but they didn't call me until now. My salary doubled compared to last month, and I am happy now.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Okay. My turn is over. To be continue, please.
So, well, congratulations on your new job.
Thank you,
Akram,
teacher.
and good luck with it. So, Street Fighter, I know the name, but I don't know much about video games.
You should watch the tournament videos on YouTube. Red Bull committee, the last one. Red Bull sponsor.
Yeah.
Big money, 16 players all over the world, and Red Bull pay their expenses, even hotel and flight tickets like that, and
Yes.
big price. I maybe 10,000 American dollars, maybe more.
Wow. Yeah, it's a big business
Mm,
then, isn't it?
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. And the players, are they from all over the world, from different
They
countries?
famous players, the last 16, but not including my country.
Yes, it is. So you are the maker, Strength Fighter 6, right?
Street
You are
Fighter
the
6,
are you a maker?
not maker, players. We can players.
Players.
Hmm.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
it's great.
yeah, it
The,
looks
it's a
exciting.
it's a big market in our country. A lot of people, especially the age from 20 to 13, these people are interested in playing computer games, include Street Fighting 6, Destiny, and CS:GO. Those computer games, they very
Exactly.
like it. Yeah, they can play it from day and night. I couldn't imagine it. I think it's very tired for me, but they can.
You can try. You should.
Ah, I can't play this all a long time for a long time.
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Thank you, Akram,
Thank you,
for
teacher.
sharing that. Thank you for going first as well to choose a topic. So, who else would like to choose a topic? Wendy, do you have a topic that you would like to choose?
Yes, I want to introduce a new movie in China. Is popular now. Is the Lost in the Stars.
Lost in the Stars.
Yes,
It
it
is.
said is set in a unnamed foreigner country. The story begins with a um, mysterious incident. Hefei, a Chinese tourist, discovers his wife is missing during their overseas trip to celebrate their first wedding. And yes, it is anniversary. After failing to receive help from local police officers, he is uh, astonished to wake up and find a strange woman lying beside him who claims to be his wife and surprisingly knows all the details of his personal life. Um, the husbands almost drive to um, i- cycle and he found a lawyer who's also Chinese and seeks her help in uncovering the truth behind his wife's dis- disappear disappearance. However, as their um find a course bit by bit, the situation becomes increasing starting.
Wow. And did you see this movie in the cinema, Wendy, or on?
Yes,
Yes, on the big screen at the cinema.
yes. I see the song in the last is hit me a lot.
There's a song as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
the ending song. The ending song.
The song at the end. It sounds good. Ekram was asking if it's in Netflix. I don't think so. I just looked in Netflix. I didn't see it there, but maybe it will be later. If it's a new movie, maybe it will be later. But it sounds exciting, like a mystery movie.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Is that the kind of movie
It's a
that you like,
tragedy,
Wendy?
actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you seen it as well, Arthur?
No, I haven't seen, but I have seen a lot of short videos in TikTok. A couple of lovers who have seen this movie, and after that they work out to the cinema, and they happy, are happy, especially especially the I don't know how to say, especially the woman, they don't happy, and they don't happy about his boyfriend. Maybe he think it's it's a very dangerous, right? So
Okay. Maybe the woman starts to be suspicious about
yeah,
Yes.
her
yes,
boyfriend.
it's
Yes. Yeah.
suspicious,
Yeah. Because
suspicious
I
about
saw in
his.
the poster that I found there, it says remember not to trust the
Yes,
like
yeah, you think
the words
the
there on the
boyfriend
poster.
it isn't worth for trust. It is.
Yeah. So she starts to think, oh, if that could happen in the movie, that maybe he's the same. Like you start to feel
Yeah,
suspicious of him.
yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. It sounds good, but
Uh,
it sounds like the movie that makes you think. It makes you start to think about your own
yeah,
life as well.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yes. What I gonna to do when I meet the same situation is a very reflection. I think it's a reflection about our inner self.
Yeah. 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 So no, it sounds a good
So
movie.
okay, yes, it's a movie. Actually, it's a movie. It's not true. It's not a fact. Okay, but
Yeah, yeah, it's just a story. It's not a
yes,
true
it's just
story.
a story. Okay. I will. I gonna choose a movie I haven't seen. It is not a new movie. It's an old movie. I have seen. His name called American Beauty. American Beauty. I don't know if the Josie, have you seen that movie? It's an old movie, right?
I
It's
have seen
shot
it.
in the. You
Yeah,
have seen it, right?
I have seen it, but
Yes.
I saw it maybe 20 years ago when it wasn't so old. I saw it when it was quite a new movie. So and I've seen it just
Ah,
once. So I remember it well, but I don't remember every single detail because it was a long time ago, but I've seen it. Yeah, exactly. Ekrem, it was about 20 years ago, I think. Or more, maybe.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is. I know about this movie from a fantastic story. I think his uh, uh, the character, the main character, has a daughter, and he and his wife have a very happy life at the first beginning of the marriage, but after that, almost over a couple of years, maybe 20 or 13 years, they feels just like a normal person in real life. Uh, maybe most people say the marriage is a gravity of love, of romantic love, right? Uh, maybe it is true, and after that he fell in love with his with his girl's friends. I
His
think
daughter's,
it's
yeah, his daughter's
yeah,
friend, wasn't it?
yes, his daughter's friend. It's unbelievable. If happened these things in China, it's unbelievable. So it's very intrigued me to see that movie. Uh, the character, most people think he's a gigantic loser in the real life. Uh, uh, but the story was happened, and actually I haven't uh, hear that I don't know how to say. Um, I have see this movie about half of the movie. I haven't seen it finished. I have seen a half, but I know about this story, and I am intrigued by this story because his father fall in love with his daughter, and I think it's unbelievable in China. So that it is that I wanted to show you, Juicy, Wendy, and April. So that's all.
Yeah. So you haven't seen all of the movie yet. I won't give you any spoilers then.
No,
Or
no. I am going to say that tonight,
uh-huh.
maybe
Oh
tonight,
well.
maybe the day after day.
Yeah. So Ekram, I think you've seen it as well, have you? You're writing in the chat about it.
I like Kevin Spacey and I like it's my favorite one of favorite movies. American Beauty.
Hmm. Yeah. So you like it. Have you seen it, Wendy?
No, I haven't seen it.
No. No.
No.
It is a very good movie, but it's quite a fantastic like fantasy kind of
Yeah,
plot
and
as well. I
yeah,
think, but
plot.
yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but again, it makes you think. I think this movie makes you think about life. It's these
Yeah,
people living in a suburban area somewhere in America,
yes, it is.
where on from the outside it would just look like a boring town, boring life. Nothing exciting really happens, but inside his
Yeah,
mind, all sorts
yeah,
of
it is
things happen.
exactly.
Mm, yeah, yeah, it's good. But as I say, I saw it when it was a new movie in the cinema. I saw it then, and I haven't seen it since that time. So maybe it would be good to watch again.
Okay, maybe you have a lot of things when you watch the second time.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Well, it's been a long time since the first time, so probably I've forgotten things as well
Yes,
because my memory is not that good to
yes, it
remember
is.
everything from 20 years ago.
Mm.
Okay, good. So let's move on to some other slides now. Talking about movies. Do you like watching 3D or 4D movies?
I prefer 3D movies.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Why do you like 3D movies, Akram?
First time I try its experience and I recommend the Last Destination 4. Exactly the real 3D famous and successful movie.
Destination, right?
Last Destination. Do you know?
Final Destination.
Sorry, Final
I think
Destination.
Final Destination. Yeah.
Four. This is the fourth series.
Final Destination 4.
Mhm. And this movie, the first the series and 3D movie, and it's a very exciting. And I know
Oh,
4D, but 3D is enough, I think, right?
3D is enough.
wow,
Yeah.
Mm.
wow! It's shot in 2000. Is it had a 3D version?
Mhm. And 3D cinematic, 4D I think not like cinema. The 5 minutes simulation, right? 5 minutes
Mm.
or 10 minutes
Simulation,
simulation.
Yeah.
simulation.
4D is where it's like the whole experience. You feel as if you're in the movie because if they're in a cold place, the cinema will be cold. if they're on a beach, the cinema will be hot. Like they make you feel
Yes.
as if you're in that atmosphere. Or if it's windy,
Yes.
there's wind blowing in the cinema. Or if they're on a plane and it's turbulent, the seats will shake. It's like to make you feel as if you're in the same place as the movie. Do you think old movies are better than new movies? Or that gives me a question. How old is an old movie?
Okay, I think it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about time. I think every age has its excitement movie because the man living in the age has the same brain, I think. So, but most of the times, the classical movie is good than today's new movie because he has existed for a long time. Uh, that's why he's called the classical movie. But
So
it doesn't mean today haven't a good movie. So it's depend on creation. It's depend on creation, I think.
so really you think it doesn't matter if it's old or it's new because it can be good if it can be good if it's old or new, or it can be bad if it's old or new. Like it doesn't matter how old the movie is.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. As for me, I prefer to learn to watching the classical movie. Every classical movie is a old movie.
Well,
I think
they
it.
become classics over time, I think, because they
Yeah.
become movies that people watch again and again. So they,
Yes, it is. It is. But
yeah,
you don't know which movie will become the classical movie, right? But
that's
you
right.
have seen. Yes, it is. You have saved the times when you watched the classical movie, and you can you can get the narration, right? You can get the narration in front of the uh, 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 in the classical movie. But when you say the new movie, you don't know whether it becomes a classic movie. So that's why I prefer to say the classical movie.
Yeah, I understand. Wendy, what do you think? Do you think old movies are better than new movies?
No, I think
No.
each have its own advantages. Um, all movie is always traditional, and movies usually um usually maybe some new and original.
Yes, that's true. It can be some new movie can be something different. Sometimes
Yes,
old movies they follow the same formula, and this is another movie where you know when you start to watch it. I know what's going to happen because
yes,
you've
yes,
seen it before in a different movie, but you've seen the
Right.
same plot, the
yeah,
same story. So if a movie can be original, then you're like, oh, I didn't expect this. This is different. I think
Yeah.
we spoke about American Beauty already, and I think when it was a new movie, it was one of those original ones that was different from the others.
Yes.
It was
Yes,
it
it
was
is.
yeah. So and now it's become a classic movie over time. But at the beginning, it was this. This is a bit different. Is it a comedy? Is it a drama? Is it like it didn't fit into just one box. It was
Yeah.
different from other ones.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And if a book is made into a movie, Do you prefer to see the movie or read the book first?
First of all, I can start this.
Yes, yes, Akram.
The best movie is the one that hasn't been made yet, and we can say after 2000 year, 2000. This this can be new movie for me. My age is 42, 42, and I like before 2000 movies, and I prefer first movie after that uh, book, because book can be more detailed, right? Uh, Example, Stephen King, it it's a maybe
Ah,
10,000 page, but the movie I like the first movie, not this new one. First one, I think 20 years ago, right? You remember?
yeah, yeah. I remember the earlier one.
I first watch movie. After that, I read the book, and it was fabulous. After that, the the Godfather, Marlon Brando, the three movies, and I first movies watched. After that, Mario Puzo, reader writing. I read the book, and it's very good book from, I think, 1942 written, six six very old
Yeah.
writer, and you can prefer, maybe you can read book, after that you can watch movie, but my style is first movie, because your imagination is different, right? I
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's a exception. You like to another world, but the movie makes money, and their expenses, their budget maybe 10,000 or $100 million. You don't know. The director is differently imagination, right?
Different. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
yes, it is.
my prefer, after my watch, and after that I read a book, and I recommend this way. Mhm.
So, so if you like the movie, then you might think, "Oh, I'm going to read the book because I want to see more detail." But not the other way. So if you read a book that you like, then you would watch the movie, or no? What happens if you already read a book and then later they made a movie of the book?
Echo?
Like
I,
maybe, yeah,
are you
I
maybe.
asking Echo?
For
I
example, no,
see.
I'm.
I see.
Uh-huh,
You say, if already you read the book, after that the movie,
uh-huh,
for example,
yeah,
this year
yeah,
released. I prefer didn't. I don't watch the movie.
no. I'm just
Oh,
thinking,
okay.
no, because you mentioned The Godfather and you mentioned the book of The Godfather is from 1942, which I didn't know. But the Godfather movie was in the 1970s. So a lot of people maybe already had read the book before that movie was released, before that movie
Actually,
was even.
Mario Puzo's The Godfather first. After
Mhm.
that, book is done. But movies, three time, one, two,
Yes, yeah,
three,
yeah,
and
three
I
movies,
can
yeah.
say the book is different.
Mhm.
Yes, it
Mm,
is.
Yeah. Yeah, very often the book, like you said, it has more detail.
mhm.
So sometimes it can be disappointing, I think, when
What's your
if you are,
recommend, and book and movie? To which one? For example, Green Mile, Stephen King. You know,
yeah,
A movie
3
is
months.
better,
I
but
know that.
book is don't.
No,
3 months.
I've seen the movie, but I haven't read the book.
Okay.
The movie is
Yes,
excellent.
it is.
What's your favorite movie?
3 months.
Teacher, your
Sorry.
favorite movie, but
My favorite
already
movie.
has as a book the same
Um,
book and movie. Which one?
book. My favorite one, which has a book. I don't know. Let me think.
Titanic.
Favorite. I don't know. It's too hard because my favorite movie is called Almost Famous, but I don't know if there's a book or not. If there is, I haven't read it, but I don't know if there is a book for that one. But that's
Okay.
my favorite movie. But I tell you, there's another one which is one of my favorite movies, which is Shawshank Redemption. And I know it's also a story by Stephen King, but I've never read the story, just seen the movie.
I know that movie. I know I have
Mm,
seen it. It's a
yeah,
very famous story.
yeah. It's a very good movie, but I think originally it was a short story by Stephen King, but I haven't read it, so I don't know how different or how similar it is
Yeah.
to that. Um,
Okay.
but I think often if we read a book first, the movie can be disappointing because, like Ekrem said, the book has much more detail and it describes
Yeah.
things, and also you use your imagination. You read the book and you imagine the character, you imagine the scene, the town, the house, the characters in the book are in your imagination. You read the description but you picture them in your head. When you watch a movie that's based on a book, you're watching the director's imagination, not your own. So
Oh,
things look different, and very often the movie has to cut out some events or some characters or something because it cannot last for 10 hours. So it has to be it has to miss some things out altogether or change things.
I
So it can be
just check
disappointing.
I just check the information. The movie that you mentioned, Hong, Shawshank's Redemption, right?
Shawshank
He
Yeah,
has
Redemption.
a book. He has a book.
Shawshank Redemption.
yeah. Stephen King
Yes,
also wrote the
it's right. It's written by Stephen Irving King.
yes.
Uh, Stephen Irving King. Yes,
Mhm.
it's. Let me think. I had, but this information didn't mention when this author, the writer, write this book, but uh, it have a book.
Yeah, there
Apparently,
is a book.
it before the movie.
Yeah, yeah, there is a book. I haven't read the book. But I like the movie very much, but I don't want to read the book because I know the book might be different, and
Yeah.
I know the story in the movie, so and I love the movie. So I don't. For me, I don't need to read that book because the
Maybe
movie
it
is.
will join the join the feeling about this movie you feel, right?
Maybe I don't know. There might be different things, but for me, the movie is the only thing I need. But some people would see the movie and think, "Wow, there's a book as well. I need to read that book." So it's
Yeah, yeah.
some people like to read the book as well.
It's I think it's why you don't want to read a book because this movie have give you a pink feeling
Yeah.
no, the movie have give you the pink feeling but the book maybe it won't, so so maybe you don't want to read the book because it will destroy the imagination about this movie.
Maybe so. I don't know. But for me, the movie is fine. I don't need any more than the movie.
Okay. Okay.
I think. Um, okay, let's move on. Let's talk about binge watching. So, do you know what binge watching is? Anybody? Have you heard that before? Binge
Okay, let
watching.
me check the word.
And the question really, have you ever binge watched a show?
Overwatch.
Bu benim beklentilerimin çok ötesinde. Bunu kesinlikle tek başıma başaramazdım. Harika bir ekiple
For example. So do you know what?
Yes, as for me, I have I have binge watched a series drama. I don't know how to translate his name into English. It's from in China. He called 花千骨. And maybe
Oh.
Wendy have heard that name. Yes, I
Yes.
have binge watched that series streaming. What do you
So
think is the best show? Uh, I think the fun things about the bingo watch is you can get more and more information from the TV drama you